This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Alas Pilipinas makes history, heartbreak, heroics, and stats that put Philippines on the global volleyball map. Pacquiao leads Team Philippines in Netflix's Physical Asia. In Major League Baseball, Clayton Kershaw to retire after 18 seasons with the Dodgers, ending a legendary career with over 3,000 strikeouts. Fever stunned dream with Aaliyah Boston's game winner advance to WNBA semifinals. In the NBA, LeBron James shuts down retirement talk, says he's not done yet. The King is still here. And we have the highlights of NBA legend Derrick Rose's visit to Manila. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 19th of September. Now, here's our roundup. Who says the Philippines can't stand tall on the global stage? In their World Championship debut, Alas Pilipinas may have missed the round of 16, but their players lit up the stats and proved that they belong among the best. Mark Espejo stays proud of Alas men despite falling short versus Iran. On Thursday night, Espejo recalled that memorable and painful moment in his career. Alas Pilipinas almost had their breakthrough. The crowd at the Mall of Asia Arena and fans at home were celebrating when Kim Malabunga seemed to secure the win with a kill block for a 2018 fifth set lead. But a net fault call against Team Philippines snapped the moment, giving the visitors a point and critical momentum, 19-all. That turned the tide, and the Philippines finished with a heartbreaking 25-21, 21-25, 25-17, 23-25, 20-22 loss.
Nangyayari talaga yun.
Pero
Love you.
Pero ganun po talaga. Siguro both teams naman po gusto po talaga manalo.
Yeah.
Talagang hindi po talaga pinalat. Pero yun, masaya po rin po ako and proud po ako sa sarili namin.
Yeah.
The Phenom stressed he is proud of the team, proving they can compete with the world's best. Teary-eyed, the former Ateneo Blue Eagle reflected on the heartbreak. This moment melts Filipinos' hearts. Josh lifting Mark Espejo shows brotherhood is the true strength of Alas Pilipinas. After an intense pool phase match, the Iran Volleyball Federation thanked the Philippines and called on Filipino fans to support Iran in the round of 16. Iran is now the only remaining team from the Asian Volleyball Confederation and will face Serbia next. Pool A top team Tunisia will also advance to face Czechia. The Philippines finished third in the pool with a 1-2 record, but here is the impressive stats our Alas players registered. Brian Bagunas, who flexed his firepower with 70 points in 3 matches, ranked third overall in scoring behind Belgium's Ferre Regers and Bulgaria's Alexander Nikolov. Setter Owa Retamar was equally impressive, landing fourth among all playmakers with 111 excellent sets. On the defensive end, Josh Ibanez and Mark Espejo turned heads in reception. Both cracked the top 5 in the tournament's best receivers list. From Bagunas' scoring to Retamar's floor command to the defensive brilliance of Ibanez and Espejo, Alas Pilipinas showed the world that the Philippines is no pushover in men's volleyball. Their historic campaign may have ended early, but the stats tell the story. Philippine volleyball has arrived. Manny Pacquiao is flying the Philippine flag once more, this time not inside the boxing ring but on Netflix's global reality fitness stage. The 8th Division World Champion will captain the Philippine squad in Physical Asia, a high-stakes showdown among 8 countries testing pure strength, strategy, and national pride. Joining Pacquiao are powerhouse athletes MMA fighter Mark Mugen Striegel, strongman Ray Jefferson Curubin, rugby standout Justin Coveney, hurler Robin Brown, and CrossFit star Lara Lorraine Liwanag. The first 2 seasons of Physical were held in Korea, where 100 competitors battled through grueling challenges. Now, the series expands to Asia-wide competition, spotlighting elite athletes and cultural heritage sports such as Korean Serum, Mongolian wrestling, Turkish oil wrestling, and Muay Thai. Rivals include big names like Korea's UFC veteran Dong Yoon Kim and Olympic gold medalist Yoon Sung Bin, Japan's MMA star Yushin Okami, Thailand's kickboxing sensation Superbon, Mongolia's basketball ace Dolgon Ekbat, Turkey's wrestling champ Yasemin Adar Yigit, and many more. Physical Asia is set to premiere this October on Netflix, promising intense battles, cultural pride, and an unprecedented showcase of physical mastery. All eyes turn to Makati this weekend as the National Pole Vault competition ignites the 2-day Atletang Ayala World Pole Vault Challenge at the iconic Ayala Triangle. On Saturday, September 20, Filipino rising stars take center stage, setting the stage for a blockbuster main event on Sunday, September 21, headlined by 2-time Olympian and world number 2 EJ Obiena. Leading the men's division is national champion Hoket de los Santos, a multi-event talent who claimed silver behind Obiena at the 2021 Southeast Asian Games. Right beside him is Janry Ubas, the national long jump record holder, who brings his power and versatility to the runway. Adding more firepower are Sean Harry Narag, Mejen Sumbongan, John Philip Villar, and Enzo Sison, ready to prove that they belong on the big stage. On the women's side, national champion and SEA Games medalist Aliana Nicolas leads a stacked field, joined by Gia Kawachi, Jessa Marie Libres, Crizzy Ruzol, Isabella Louis Santamaria, Rizel Buenaventura, and Phil-Am Amy Christensen. Expect thrills, record-chasing jumps, and Filipino pride soaring high in this electrifying showcase. After 18 years of incredible journey spent entirely with the Dodgers, an emotional Clayton Kershaw announced that he will hang up his glove at the end of the 2025 season. The 37-year-old left-hander, a 3-time Cy Young Award winner, 11-time All-Star, and 2014 National League MVP, leaves the game with a career record of 222 and 96 and a stunning 2.54 ERA, the lowest among qualified pitchers in the live ball era. He has 15 career shutouts, the most among active pitchers, and in July, he became just the 3rd active pitcher to surpass 3,000 strikeouts. Kershaw, who helped deliver World Series titles in 2020 and 2024, said he knew this season would likely be his last. Yet emotions still overwhelmed him during the announcement at Dodger Stadium. "I'm really not sad. I'm at peace with this. I'm just emotional," he said. Manager Dave Roberts called him the greatest competitor he has ever managed, while teammates like Mookie Betts and Max Muncy paid tribute to his work ethic, his leadership, and his legacy. Kershaw will make his final regular season start at Dodger Stadium against the San Francisco Giants on Friday night, a fitting farewell for a pitcher widely regarded as the greatest of his generation. As he steps away from the mound, Kershaw leaves behind a legacy of dominance, consistency, and unwavering loyalty to the Dodger Blue. Aaliyah Boston delivered the dagger with 7.4 seconds left, lifting the Indiana Fever to a thrilling 87-85 comeback win over the Atlanta Dream in Game 3 of their first-round series. Odyssey Sims drove and found Boston wide open at the rim, sending the number 6 seeded Fever to the semifinals and eliminating the number 3 Dream on their home court. Indiana erased an 85-80 deficit in the final 2 minutes, behind clutch buckets from Kelsey Mitchell and Lexi Hall before Boston sealed it with her late layup. Mitchell led all scorers with 24 points, including 3 triples, while Sims added 16 points and 8 assists. Boston posted a monster line with 14 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. Atlanta fought hard behind Alicia Gray's 19 points and 12 rebounds, Jordan Canada's 18 points and 10 assists, and Ryan Howard's 16 points. But the dream could not close the door in the final minutes. The win is even more impressive with the Fever playing without star guard Caitlin Clark, who missed most of the season due to injuries. Despite a roster hit by absences, Indiana has shown heart and depth, with Sims making a huge impact since signing on a hardship deal. Next up, the Fever get the ultimate test against the number 2 seed Las Vegas Aces, who took down the Seattle Storm to advance. At 40 years old, LeBron James is gearing up for his 23rd season in the NBA. He wants everyone to know that he's not ready to hang up his sneakers just yet. On the show 360 with Speedy, LeBron was asked if he's thinking about calling it a career soon, especially after picking up a new hobby in golf. But the champ, or 4-time NBA champ, quickly put that to rest, saying,
I'm not hinting at anything. I mean, obviously, I know I'm on the other side of
that hump.
The hump, for sure. They're like, come on now. Like, I'm not going to play another 23 years. That's for damn sure. And I'm not about to play another 10. So I'm definitely gearing up to where the end is. I'm not there yet, but I'm super blessed to be able to, sit here. Like I said, you said you're 23, another signature shoe. I done picked up golf. Listen, guys, every time I pick up something new does not mean retirement. It's like, oh, I've seen this motherfucker eating with chopsticks. Oh, he's retiring. Oh, I've seen he wear a T-shirt that's too big. Oh, retirement. Oh, shit. He picked up golf. Retirement. It's like, it's just something I want to do. It's just a little hobby. But retirement is coming. It is coming. It's just not here just yet.
Last season, he averaged 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists on over 51% shooting. He also hit nearly 38% from 3, his 4th best mark ever. All this while playing in more than 60 games and finishing 6th in MVP voting. LeBron made it clear he's still locked in, still chasing greatness, and still ready to give the league more unforgettable moments. The clock may be ticking on the Kings era, but for now, it's still showtime for LeBron James. And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Did you know that sometimes the smartest shot in volleyball isn't the hardest one? The dink is a soft, deceptive attack where the hitter gently tips the ball over the blockers instead of going for a powerful spike. It catches defenses off guard because everyone is expecting a cannon shot. But suddenly, the ball drops just beyond the block into open court. The dink shows that volleyball is not just about power, it's also about timing, touch, and outsmarting your opponent. So next time you watch a match, look out for the dink. It's the little shot that can change the game. It's time for our off-court buzzer. Who needs pole position when you've got the cutest star in town? The Azerbaijan Grand Prix was supposed to be all about speed, glory, and F1 cars. But then, this little tabby waltzed into the paddock and turned the entire F1 world upside down, rolling on the ground, soaking up the cameras, and strutting like a true champ. The Baku paddock cat instantly became the star of the weekend. Evicted twice for safety, no problem. This furry superstar just kept coming back for more cheers and more cuddles, and the fans love it. And then came the call to give the furry star a name. Boom! Safety cat. Ferrari. Max Verstappen. Even Mercedes got in on the fun with their pick. Kitty Antonelli. But wait, here's the best part. Alex Albon's mom jumped into the action, begging her son to bring the little fluff ball home to join their 13 cats. Yes! 13 plus a dog and a horse. Racing Bulls made their own adoption pitch too, simply posting one perfect reason to take this cat home. The cat itself. Whew, what a moment. The engines may be roaring, the championship is heating up, but let's be honest, this weekend belongs to one adorable kitten who just stole the heart of Formula One. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 19th of September. When we return, we have the highlights of NBA star Derrick Rose's visit to Manila. That's up next right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to the Scorecard. NBA star Derrick Rose is back in Manila after more than a decade. And in case you missed the Rose from the Odds event, don't worry, we got you. Here's Sheila Salaysay with all the highlights of his visit.
After more than a decade, he's back. Former MVP Derrick Rose returns to Manila, bringing his story of resilience, passion, and love for the game to his Filipino fans. NBA legend Derrick Rose made his much-anticipated return to the Philippines on Thursday, September 18, much to the delight of his Pinoy NBA fans. Rose, who last visited in 2013, headlined the Rose Above the Odds event held at One Ayala in Makati. Fans enjoyed activities like blindfold free throw and a chance to take a photo with the Rose.
The top one, all right, kid.
Also present were viral Filipino NBA impersonators like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Pinoy Luka, and not Jordan Clarkson. Among the special guests were pro basketball players Scottie Thompson, RJ Abarientos, and PVL libero Danny Ravena. The highlight of the event was a live podcast hosted by our very own Anton Roxas, where Rose opened up about his journey.
Everybody, give it up for the newest face of our...
When asked what is the greatest lesson his Filipino fans can learn from his personal and professional career, here is what he had to say.
I will say the lesson that I've been running with this whole time is dealing with failure. Failure is a man's inability to reach his goals. To reach his goals. I had a lot of short failures or short-term failures in my life by having injuries or in the business world. Whatever you in right now, I know it's hard, especially when you're starting a craft or you're trying to figure out your craft. You're gonna have a lot of failure because you're trying to figure things out. But at the same time, it's your perspective on it, where you got to go through the bumps early on so that you can get to the greatness, because you can't rush it.
The former NBA MVP, who retired last year, remains one of the most electrifying guards in Chicago Bulls history. His iconic #1 jersey will be raised to the rafters of the United Center on January 24, 2026, making him only the 5th player in franchise history to receive the honor. Rose has long left his mark on Filipino fans, most notably during the 2011 NBA lockout, when he played in exhibition games at the Araneta Coliseum alongside Kobe Bryant and Kevin Durant. He also won 2 FIBA World Cup gold medals with Team USA in 2010 and 2014. D. Rose's visit proves that beyond the court, his legacy lives on, inspiring fans, fueling dreams, and keeping the love for the game alive. Reporting for the Scorecard, Sheila Salaysay, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Up next, it's win or go home. Stewart's legacy, Sabali's redemption, and a Mercury crowd ready to erupt. One team advances, the other goes packing. Whose season lives on? Lock in and keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. We've got ourselves a decider, the Liberty and the Mercury, that even at one game apiece tomorrow in Phoenix, it's survive and advance. Someone's moving on, someone is going home. Phoenix looked like a different team in Game 2. Satu Sabali, after one of the worst shooting nights of her career, bounced back with 15 points, joined by Alyssa Thomas, doing Alyssa Thomas things, control, energy, and playmaking. The Mercury didn't just win, they punched New York in the mount, 86-60. 60! The Liberty, they got the boost of seeing Breanna Stewart back in the starting lineup, but she looked like a shell of herself. 6 points in 20 minutes, and when your franchise player cannot carry, the rest of the starters have to step up. But they didn't. Only 32 combined points from the first 5. That's season-ending bad if it happens again. And now, they're going into Phoenix, where the Mercury are tough. 15-7 at home, top 3 in the West at defense. They turn games into grinds. Add Copper, Bonner, and that veteran edge, and you see why they feel like they're the favorites walking in. Natasha Cloud can steady the ship. Emma Misiman has been quietly solid. And Sabrina Ionescu, who missed 4 free throws in Game 2, by the way, is too good not to respond. If she hits early, that changes everything. The Liberty's X Factor, it's not just Stewie, it's whether their backcourt shows up on the road. Breanna Stewart fights through her MCL issue. Satu Sabali seeks to prove Game 2 wasn't a fluke. And Sabrina Ionescu looks to shake off those free throw woes. Phoenix leans on its 15-7 home edge, and with everything on the line, it is win or go home. The WNBA playoffs are hitting fever pitch. The Liberty and Mercury tied up at 1 game each. Everything they've worked for comes down to this. And that's the beauty of a Game 3. Everything is on the line. The Liberty still believe they're a contender. The Mercury think they're built for this moment. It's a stacked cast, and only one team keeps playing. So tune in, lock in, and don't blink. Keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From two-time Philippine Open champion, multi-time Asian Tour winner, and Olympian Miguel Tabuena once said, "With this platform that I have as an athlete, I hope to be that kind of example. Humble in victory, gracious in defeat." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night and happy weekend.